This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, there's a lot to celebrate over the next few days, including the grand opening of the Maple Manor Elementary Middle School and the legacy of Bishop Hayfie High School. That story and more next. Turkey for me and turkey for yous. Let's get together for some local news. I'm Ken Cara. Happy Thanksgiving and welcome to our FYI Thanksgiving special. I'll be singing more. My very first time on television, I was covering Gold and White Day at Bishop Hayfie High School as a student reporter for Local News 13. That's just one of my many memories from the Hazleton Area Catholic School that closed a few years back. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing at a special event at the school this weekend. Hayfie is closed, but the spirit of the Viking lives on. You're the hope that lifts us high to victory and fame. With heads held high, we'll never deny you, Bishop Hayfie High. I was not in chorus at Bishop Hayfie, but I was on the soccer team. This shirt was made by my friend Becky Perotti. This hat was signed by my friend Mike Buda after he threw a perfect game for the baseball team. What I'm trying to say, Bishop Hayfie means a lot to me. It means a lot to the two ladies behind me as well. We're going to get into this. Lenny Drobnock is with us from the Hazleton Area School District Community Relations Director, and Jeannie Conahan, you are the principal at Maple Manor Elementary School. That's the former Bishop Hayfie High School, now owned by the Hazleton Area School District. Ladies, I wanted to show some photos to you, if it's okay. This was my first anchoring job in the business. This is actually VNN, the Viking News Network. I was there with all my friends. We're going to put up on the screen for everyone. This was in a little office we had there. All right, the second picture I want to show you guys, that's me and my wife. We were homecoming king and queen. And right around this time every year, it was Gold and White Day for Bishop Hayfie. And now they're continuing the spirit of the Viking at Maple Manor Elementary School. And it's so nice. Everyone who graduated from Bishop Hayfie, we were all devastated when the school closed, but it was so nice to hear the school district take over. There's still kids in the building. There's another generation coming up, but they need books. So there's going to be a fundraiser for that. In this day and age, though, why is it so important for there to be books? Some people might say, hey, go online. What do we need all these books in the library for? Why is it so important? And what's happening at the library right now?
Well, we do have some books. It's just that we don't have enough. And it's very important for the students to have a book in their hand because they need to practice reading. Many of our students are coming from low-income families. They do not have the opportunity to have books at home, and they quite often don't have a tablet or anything electronic that they could read online. And the more the students practice reading, the better they're going to become. And there's nothing better than sitting in a cozy chair with a book and just reading. And we need to practice this with our students. So many of them don't have books other than the one library book that they do take home a week. So it's important that we get more books so they can get them in their hands.
And you can help out this Saturday. It's coming up 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. at Maple Manor Elementary Middle School. You can donate a book, and when you come to the event, you will be entered to win a special raffle prize. And again, it's called The Spirit of the Viking Continues, Lenny. And why was that so important to communicate with the former Bishop Hayfie students and to get them into the school building?
Well, part of the whole reason that this event came to fruition was actually because of a lot of the Hayfie alum. As the building was being redone, and especially when it opened to the 3rd through 6th grades, so many Hayfie alum had come to Jeannie or come to the school saying, hey, we want a tour. We want to see what it's like. We want to see where the old whatever was and what it looks like now. And so we really thought about that, and we want to open it to the community. We want to open it to those alumni so they can really see the beautiful building that it has become, like you said, to continue with another generation.
That's amazing. And some of the highlights here, school tours and Bishop Hayfie memorabilia displays. There's a lot going on. T-shirts, if you're a Hayfie alum, you're going to want to buy. You've heard from a lot of Hayfie students. They want to get in there. Yeah. What's going to be some of the highlights, maybe even on this tour?
Well, some of the highlights, I actually have 2 teachers who are former students of at Bishop Hayfie, and they're highlighting spots along the way where they think on this tour that the people should see. And just some of the old rooms, some of the old teachers, you know, just again, it's walk down memory lane, and we are going to have a special area with just memorabilia from Bishop Hayfie, and we'd like to borrow your hat, I think. And I think it's just going to be enjoyable, and for all the people who have such fond memories of that building to see what it's become. I mean, it's a testament to everyone who's put so much time into that building. It's beautiful, and I think everyone from Bishop Hayfie will appreciate it.
It's not just about the past. Again, it's about bridging that gap to the future as well and working with the current Maple Manor Elementary Middle School students. What do they say about all this? I'm sure they know a little bit of the history of the school. Do they understand that history, and are they excited to be in this brand new, beautiful building?
all of our students appreciate the building. I mean, so many of them have come from other buildings where it doesn't have the facilities that we have. And they're so appreciative. That's the only word I could come up with it. I don't know if all of them understand the Bishop Hafey connection, because most of them weren't around when this started, or ended, shall we say. And but they just love the facilities. I mean, most of these students, when they walk into the gym, they see the gym and they're just, oh my gosh, they're in awe. And everything else, like I said, it's just clean and brand new. It's just beautiful, and they do appreciate everything.
I can't wait for that event, but I did not let them borrow my hat. A few corrections to that story. I was actually in chorus, and I could sing some Guys and Dolls right now to prove it, and VNN was Viking News Now, not the Viking News Network. Good times. Let's move on. Well, FYI will not be seen on Black Friday. That's because we have a fabulous new episode of The Girls, and here they are with a sneak preview.
We're holiday shopping here at the Laurel Mall in Hazel Township, and as you can see, we are dressed for the occasion. We're excited to be here at Center Court.
Right, the two elves here, Deb and Janine, are going through the mall, and we are finding some great gift ideas for you that we're going to show you on The Girls beginning Black Friday.
SSPTV is thrilled to be here at the Hazelton location of the Laurel Mall, and we're happy with all of the exciting changes that are happening. As you know, we're going to be having a grand opening for our office here at the Laurel Mall. As you can see, there are signs and televisions everywhere. There's a new digital sign outside that people can enjoy. If you pop in, you can enjoy everything from Dunham's to Benina's to the Hallmark store, and to some of the great restaurants here, Cafe Europa and Annie Ann's.
Right, and if you get tired when you're walking around, gentlemen, there are some great seating areas. They have beautiful areas where you can grab a cup of coffee and sit down and relax. So everybody loves the Laurel Mall. There's something here for everybody. Make sure you join us, watch us, and have a great holiday.
Yes, and find out if we've been naughty or nice.
Thanks, ladies. I appreciate how generous the Lasan family has been to me, but I did not get an elf costume. Coming up next on FYI, even if you can't take home one of the cute cats on Adopt Me, you can help out the Hazelton Animal Shelter this holiday season. We have that information coming your way. And in sports, learn how hard the Hazelton Area Football League cheerleaders had to work to get ready for 2 competitions.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
On this Thanksgiving Day, we are pleased to be joined by Krista Schneider, the Executive Director of the Downtown Hazelton Alliance for Progress. As you sit down with your family and friends to celebrate the Thanksgiving holiday, she is also thinking about how people can then shop for the whole holiday season in the downtown area and throughout the greater Hazelton area. And I know we've talked earlier about a big campaign that is underway, Shop Small. So you're encouraging people to do that, especially this Saturday.
That's right. Friday is known as Black Friday, and Saturday now is being branded as Small Business Saturday. And the whole idea is to get out, support your local businesses. You know, like you said, not only in the downtown, but all throughout the region. All these wonderful family-owned businesses that are, small stores, they need those dollars infused into our local economy because everybody benefits from that.
Now, there's a lot of promotions going on in our area because of this. I know Mary Malone was here talking about the holiday program.
That's right. There's a Holiday Bucks promotion program that the Chamber is spearheading. Within the downtown, there are participating merchants that have ballot boxes in their stores, and if you sign up by putting in a ballot for a drawing, you could be eligible for holiday bucks that could be then spent in those stores for the Christmas season.
How important is it for people to, really get out and support the local businesses?
I think it's extremely important. I mean, these folks work so hard, to and they're bringing something that is unique, and it has character. And whether it's a local business that's a restaurant or a jewelry store, I mean, they really depend on the support from the local community to make their living, and those dollars get recycled back in our local economy. And so it's really important for everybody to think about that and how, the better they do, the better we all do.
Absolutely. And I know you've been encouraging everybody to come downtown and get involved through the First Friday celebrations. That's going to continue in December now.
That's right. In fact, December, of course, December 1st Friday, everybody's gearing up for Christmas and the holiday season. But this is part of that theme as well. And so we really want to encourage people to think about, shopping small for their holiday gifts.
Well, always a great idea, and I know the merchants are very appreciative when they do. You're getting personal service you're not going to get from a website.
That's right, and that's part of the shopping experience. And so we're hopeful that everybody takes advantage of the promotions that are going on.
All right. Well, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you for joining us. We hope everyone is sitting down having a wonderful holiday right now. But please, when you do go for your holiday, your Christmas, your Hanukkah shopping, please remember the local business is right here in the Greater Hazleton area.
Hello again. This week we're featuring two kittens that are new additions to our kitten cage up in the female colony. The pastel tortie you see here is named Susie Q, and her all-black friend here is named Sammy. Both cats are domestic shorthairs who are approximately 3 to 4 months old, and they have been recently spayed and fully vaccinated. Also, both kittens have been tested for FIV and feline leukemia, and of course have come up negative for both. Although not sisters, these two kittens really enjoy each other's company, and so we recommend them for households that have animals already. They're both very affectionate with each other and with people as well, and really enjoy being held. Although, given their age, both kittens do have a playful side as well. And it's the holiday season once again, so if anybody at home is feeling generous, we always have supplies that we really need in order to help take care of our animals. And featured here is a list of all of the items that could help us out. We have, as you can see, stars next to those items which will help us the most. Of course, cat litter is one of the things through which we go through most quickly. Dry and canned cat and dog food are always helpful as well. And that's it for this week's Adopt Me segment. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Sammy or Susie Q here, please come on down to 101 North Poplar Street here at the Hazleton Animal Shelter. And of course, from the animals here and all of us, we wish you all a happy Thanksgiving.
Viewer question: how do you challenge someone's claim to the decedent's property?
Well, that doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And to the family of the decedent, it's a very important issue. I could just relate to you one particular incident that we had where the decedent had a rather large IRA account with a brokerage firm, and when we contacted that brokerage firm, they said, "Oh no, we're paying this to this other person who was not even a family member." And we said, "Wait a minute, now, get us some proof on that the decedent named them the beneficiary on that account." What they provided to us we didn't think was particularly sustainable. So what we did is we had to file, and in the same situation you would have to file a petition in the Orphans Court Division. This particular case was here in Luzerne County. We got our witnesses together, including an expert in account management, and we went to a trial. And we had a trial before the Orphans Court judge, who decided that, in fact, we were right, the brokerage house was wrong, and ordered the brokerage house to pay the account to our client, who was the decedent's son. As I said, it doesn't happen too often, but certainly it's an important issue. And if it does happen, you can't just rely on what you are told, particularly if it's something that's odd or different or something you don't agree with. And if you don't agree with, you must ask for documented proof that it was the intent of the decedent to have that account go by beneficiary designation to someone outside the family.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
This past fall marked the first time ever the cheerleaders from the Hazleton Area Football League went to competition. Their first stop was at the Hazleton Area High School, home of the three-time defending PIAA District 2 champion Hazleton Area Spirit Squad. Their second competition was at Misericordia University. The B squad of kids from 5th and 6th grade won trophies in all 4 categories at both competitions, and the C team of kids from 1st to 4th grade won 3 trophies. There was also a bunch of individual award winners. Here's a special story about the hard work the cheerleaders put in. You went to competition. Take me through what happened for you guys. What do you do first? When you're competing as a squad, what is it like? What do you feel like before you go out there in front of everybody? What are you thinking in your head?
I feel really nervous, but at the same time, I'm really like happy and jumping around and stuff.
How do you control all that when you have to perform then? How do you concentrate to go out there and perform?
I just look straight at the audience and think of what I have to do right before I have to do it.
Take me through what the day was like for you.
It was fun and exciting.
What was fun about it? What did you like the most about going to competition?
Cheering in front of the audience.
Do you like being in front of an audience? Does it make you nervous or anything?
No.
What was competition like for you?
I was really nervous, but when I got out there and saw my friends doing it with me, I felt comfortable.
Were you impressed by them? I mean, were you guys nervous when they go out there, for the first time and you see them do it and you're like, how did they do that?
It's probably the most stressful ever. You're so stressed because you really want them to do so well and you want them to be proud of themselves. So when you actually see them out there and seeing them doing it and being happy about it, it's the most energetic time of your life.
What do other people say when you say you're a cheerleader? How do other people at school, what do other people think about cheerleading?
They think that it's really hard and that we're really busy.
And is that true? Is it hard and are you really busy?
Yes.
What's the hardest part of cheerleading?
The lifts.
Why is that so hard? Are you a base? Are you lifting?
I'm a base, and it's really hard because you really gotta balance and get your strength to lift the girl.
What's one thing you think everyone should understand about cheerleading? If you had to sit here and tell people right now in Hazleton something about cheerleading, what's the first thing you would say they should understand? Maybe lesson number 1.
The first thing I would say is it's a sport.
It's a sport?
Yeah.
And why do you say that?
Basically because you're lifting up other people and it is a high risk of danger.
What was your first practice that you remember? Like, were you intimidated by it? Were you just excited to be with another group of girls? What was it like when you first got started?
Nervous to talk a lot.
Do you eventually get into it? Are you a talkative person?
Not much.
Not much? And what is this squad like? Are you comfortable with them now that you can be talkative with them? And
Yeah.
Actually, some of the girls, we've been to the Hazleton competitions. We had some coaches come down from Hazleton to come in and look at our girls and talk to the girls. And we're all Cougars. When we were at the competition, the bigger girls, they were cheering for our little girls.
did you realize you guys did so well when you were out there?
Yes.
And when was that? Did you hear a lot of clapping or?
I heard a lot of clapping and they were saying, "Go Cougars!"
It's the ultimate goal. You want to goal Cougars, right?
Yeah.
I really love the competitiveness of being a bunch of girls. There are some boys in cheerleading, but a bunch of girls who can get together and compete not only in a friendly atmosphere, but as you get older, you have greater and more challenges posed to you. So the little girls, we start with a small lift, and by the time you get to high school, you may be 2 or 3 people in the air. So we say cheerleaders lift people, football players lift balls, so.
Well, some of the great stories with the girls that I thought were fabulous at the end, they came up, they said, Coach, this is the first time we ever won anything in our lives. And being part of that group, and what it did was help build their self-esteem, their confidence. You heard Coach Jody say, the one little girl came to practice, she didn't talk for a week, but now she's a little chatterbox because she came out of her shell. And that's one thing that organized sports, not just cheerleading, but organized sports does. The camaraderie, passion for what you're doing. Also, one of the nice things the girls said to me was, we gained not only confidence, but we gained strength. The girls, we have flyers and bases and backs. They really work hard. And Coach Jody said, you know, cheerleaders lift people, football players lift balls, and they do. And these little girls, 11 years old, are lifting another 11-year-old. So some of the girls lost weight, some of them gained muscle mass, they're healthier. They say, you know, from all the practice we do, we make them do leg lifts and push-ups sometimes, and just they're a lot healthier. So that's an important aspect of organized sports and cheerleading in general.
If your kids want to be a part of the HAFL fun, search Hazelton Area Football League on Facebook. Now, Ron Marchetti, he's our man. If he can't do it, no one can. Really, who else could do short shots?
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Hope you are having a good one. This is Short Shots. A day early, last Friday, Marion Catholic overwhelmed Tri-Valley 33-0 for the District 11 Class A Championship, its first District 11 title since 2007. KJ Schnurr continued to put up impressive numbers for the hometowners. He ran for 188 yards while scoring 4 touchdowns, 1 on a pass from Ethan Grzneski. Josh Skotek had the play of the night by stripping the ball off of Tri-Val back near the goal line and galloped 97 yards for his score. Tri-Valley finishes the season at 9-3. The Colts played a perfect game, 33-0 over the top-seeded team. Marion is 8-4. Next up, Bishop McDevitt. Berwick took it on the chin from 11-1 Scranton Prep. The Bulldogs ended their campaign at 9-3 as Coach George Curry ends his legendary coaching career as the winningest coach in Pennsylvania with 455 wins. Other scores of interest: Wyoming Valley West defeated Bethlehem Liberty 55-35, and Parkland emancipated Easton 39-0. Wyoming Valley West and Parkland will clash tomorrow night. Easton and Phillipsburg play today before a sold-out Lafayette Stadium in their annual Turkey Day Classic. On Saturday, Penn State lost to Michigan 28-16. The Lions are 7-4. Notre Dame played terrible, turning the ball over 5 times, 3 in the red zone, while defeating Boston College 19-16. Besides that being an ugly win, it could very well be very costly. They might and will be out if they don't defeat Stanford convincingly, and I cannot see that happening. What else? The Golden State Warriors were 15-0 through Sunday, which is the best start in NBA history for a defending champion. The next best team is 9-6. The Philadelphia 76ers were 0-14 through Sunday. Clemson is still ranked number 1 in college football, and Alabama is number 2. Number 3, Ohio State lost to number 9 Michigan State 17-14. Big games this Saturday: Ohio State, Michigan; Oklahoma, Oklahoma State; Florida, Florida State; Alabama, Auburn; Michigan State, Penn State; Notre Dame, Stanford; Baylor, TCU; and Navy, Houston. Enjoy the rest of your holiday, and happy Black Friday. Till Monday, be a good sport and stay loose.
Thursday is $1 burger night at Bottlenecks. Get a juicy 4th pound burger for only $1 all night long. Well, I'm thankful. My wife is super cool and probably doesn't care. I forgot to say happy anniversary on the news yesterday. So that's it. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We'll see you next week. Take it easy.